Behind one door at Abbey Road sits the console that finished the records you grew up on. Hardly anyone outside that building has ever touched it. This is the legendary EMI TG Transfer Console. Since the early 1970s, it has lived in every Abbey Road mastering suite, and it still runs today. A song is not finished when the mixing stops. It still has to be mastered, the final polish, before the whole world ever hears it. Mastering is the invisible craft. No new parts, no new performance, just an engineer coaxing the last % of magic out of a finished mix. The word transfer is the clue. This console was the last stop before music was cut into the spiral groove of a spinning vinyl record. Everything you loved passed through here on its way to the lathe. Decades of British sound funneled through this one narrow chain. The console is modular. 5 stages in a row, each one a small machine with a single job, wired together into one signal path. First comes the input stage. It sets the level, flips the phase, balances left against right, and quietly fixes problems before they can grow. It even hides a tape trick, an old equalizer curve for reel-to-reel machines, kept alive purely because engineers loved how it colored the sound. Next is the tone stage, a 4-band equalizer. You lift the lows, tame a harsh mid-range, open up the top, and the whole mix breathes. Each band offers 5 shapes, from a gentle shelf to a razor-thin bell. Tiny moves, measured in fractions of a decibel, change everything. Then the signal reaches the heart of the machine, the limiter, built around a strange little component called a Zener diode that tames loudness. That diode does not just turn things down. It squeezes the music, glues it together, and leaves a fingerprint people have chased for 50 years. The original mode is aggressive and dirty, full of character. Push it hard, and it grinds in a way clean modern gear simply cannot fake. For today's records, there is a modern mode instead. Pristine, noticeably louder, engineered so your master can stand beside anything on a streaming playlist. A recovery control shifts how fast the compression breathes. Faster for the upbeat songs, slower for the ballads, matched to the pulse of the track. Waves added a hidden trick, filters on the sidechain. Strip the deep bass, feeding the compressor, and it stops choking on the low end. A mix control blends the squeezed signal back with the untouched one. That blend keeps all the punch alive while still taming the loudest peaks. After the limiter comes the filter stage. High pass, low pass, and a presence bell that adds air and clarity right where a voice lives. Roll off the rumble down low, shave the harsh top, then push a little presence forward. Small cuts that make a master sound expensive. The final stage is the output, and it hides a secret weapon, the spreader, modeled on the original console's own stereo widener. It splits the sound into its center and its edges, then widens the gap, making a track feel huge without ever losing its solid core. Here is the twist. The modules are not locked in place. You can reorder the chain, switch stages on and off, and build your own flow. One more secret. Every module starts switched off. The console hands you a blank canvas and dares you to add only what the music needs. Beside the console sits the meter bridge, 3 glowing dials that told Abbey Road's engineers the truth their tired ears might otherwise miss. A peak meter catches sudden spikes, a VU meter reads the average punch, and a correlation meter warns when the stereo image is collapsing. For decades, this whole ritual lived in one room, locked behind glass, reachable only by the handful of engineers trusted to run it. Then Waves and Abbey Road did the unthinkable. They measured every diode and transformer and rebuilt the entire console inside your computer. Now, the machine that mastered the golden age of records opens on a laptop, the same chain, the same fingerprint, waiting there on your screen. The room you could never enter now lives inside your session. The last door at Abbey Road is finally open. Step through and finish your record.